computer. Okay, we're here today with Harrisburg School District Technology Director Cindy Black, and we are going to file the 486 for our demo. Thank you for being our example, Cindy.
Thank you for helping me.
Okay, so we're here on the Epic landing page, and so what I need you to do is click in the upper right-hand corner where it says right there, FCC Form 486. So it should open up the 486 for us, and the first thing it's going to ask for is a nickname. This is just a name that we are naming the form. So Cindy, why don't you name that FY 1920, because it's for the 1920 school year. And if you want to start that out with or follow that up with Harrisburg 486 or however you want to name that, that would be great. Again, that's just for you. USAC's going to assign it a number, and they'll refer to it by that number if they have any questions.
So I can call it that, right?
You can. The 486 will allow you to do as many as you want, or you can do them all on one. So I noticed you put ES Network. We'll see.
That's all I have. I only have one.
Okay, then that's great. So for those out there who might be filing for more than one service, they should all automatically appear here. So let's cross our fingers and hope that works all right. Over on the funding year, it's FY19 in USAC terms. That's funding year 19. And then if you start to type your email address, there you go, it found you. Then go ahead and click continue. This is the easiest of our forms that we're filling out, so I think you'll find it pretty straightforward here in the system. If you had a bunch of different applications in play, if you were a large school district that had that, you could search for the certain applications, but you can see below, these are the services that you have been funded for, Cindy. So down below, they have 3 FRNs that are approved. It looks like the one that you were wanting to file today was that first one, which is the East Side Network Upgrade. But you also have 2 Category 1 services that are also eligible. So you can either file a separate one for those, or you can file all 3 on one. It's up to you.
Well, I'd rather file them all. Can I file them all 3?
You sure can.
Which is best?
I like to do it all in one, but it's totally up to you.
Well, then I need to go back and change that.
Okay, go back one slide. And then you can just remove that, and that'll be your 486 for all services now.
I'm going to say Cat 1 and 2.
Okay, that's perfect. Click continue one more time. And here we are. So down below, you need to put a checkbox in front of each of those. And that's just going to select them and add them to the actual application. So if you go to the right-hand side and add 3 FRNs, it will populate it down to the bottom, which means these are the ones you're filing for. And then if you click continue.
I don't have to do this up here then?
Nope, that's only if you have multiple applications that you need to search through, if there's too many FRNs to handle. But in your case, it's pretty straightforward. So click continue. And on the next page, this is the page that confirms that these are the service start dates for these 3 services. So if you found out, or like you were switching different providers or something, and you knew the service was going to start October 1st, you could click the box in front of it and say the service start date is actually October 1st. But since all of these should be starting on the actual service start date of 2 days ago, on July 1st, that all looks okay. So unless there's a change, you would just leave it alone and click continue.
Okay, no change.
No change, right. These are all current services. Now, do not check anything here. This is the reason that we're having the demo. This first one says, check the box if it's early filing. And if you read later into that, it says, please check this box if the services will start on or before July 31st. It really doesn't matter. You can check it or not check it. I realize that July 1st is before July 31st. So if that makes you feel better, you can check it. Anybody who's filing their form after July 31st would not check it. It's not a deal breaker either way. I do suggest that the districts who file prior to July 1st to go ahead and check it, but it is really okay if you want to. Why don't you check it, because it is July 3rd and not the 31st. But it has not been a red flag up for USAC. The next one says, I want a SIPR waiver. That means I am not filtering harmful content from my students, and I need a waiver, and I'm special and I deserve a waiver. That's not you. You are filtering harmful content, so we leave that one alone.
Okay.
And for most people who are going to file this form at the end of the month in August or onward, they're going to not check either of these boxes. So click continue. And then this page, you can see there's squares at the top. and circles at the bottom. The squares indicate we're going to need to check all of them. The circles indicate we have a choice. So the top square says, all of my entities are eligible, and this is for educational purposes. The next one down says, I realize my discount level can change if everybody in my town wins the lottery tomorrow. So unlikely, but it could happen. Down here at the bottom, these are 3 different choices for SIPA certifications. The first one says, I am filtering harmful content, and that is in place, and we have a filter in place, and we're using it. That's the one you're going to check. The next one down says, as of the date that this service is starting, I am undertaking action. So I'm getting ready to put a filter in, but I haven't done it yet. And then the last one says, I don't have to filter because I am only getting limited services. Only telecommunication services, which were previously phone services. So it's the top button that you want to check unless you're like a brand new school district, and then it would be the second one.
Okay.
Preview. It should put this all on one page for you. Pretty straightforward, like I said. Everything is there. Yes, please do print a copy for your files. And again, you are certifying along the way here that you are saving everything for 10 years. So do as Cindy does and have a binder and put everything in your binder. And then when you're done with that year, take that binder and put it over into a folder and then keep that in a file cabinet for how long, Cindy?
7.
It's 10 years, but I thought you'd say forever. So
I thought it was 7. No, that's title.
Yeah, that's true. It is 7 for title, but it is 10 for E-rate. It used to be 5 and changed to 10 a couple of years ago. Okay, so if you click certify down there in the corner, if you just keep everything forever, right? Don't you still have stuff from back in 1998?
No, when we moved into our new buildings this year, I got rid of it.
So you should go make sure you have stuff back 10 years after the last interaction with the form is what you're supposed to do.
I probably have 11 years, but I do have 10.
All right, click certify. Say, yes, I want to certify this. And you are logged into Epic as you, so it recognizes that as an identifying factor, and so you have the authority to successfully submit the form. So yeah, that's a good idea too. I see you're trying to do a screenshot of that page.
Yeah, I'll just
have that for your records as well. So that was it. That's the easy way of filing the 486 form, and thank you for letting us see the certifications.